Hi friends! Jazz hands. Hi friends, welcome back. Okay. Hi friends, welcome back. That sounded weird, didn't it? Hi friends, welcome. Why am I friends? Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video. This video is going to be my first yearly favorites. This is going to be my favorites from the year 2014 because we're about to be in 2015. I'm still writing 2011 on everything, just so you guys know. Heads up, this video is probably going to be pretty dang long, so if you don't like long videos, then you should just skedoodle your way out of here because it's going to be long. But if you do like long videos, or if you want to know what are my favorite things from the entire 2014 year, then just stay tuned. So we're going to do this in order of how I would apply these products to my face. So the first one we're starting off with are primers. Now, before 2014, I was kind of just like, do I really need to prime my face? Let's be real. But I do. There's two primers that kind of just changed my whole entire primer life in the year 2014. And the first one is this Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. Now, this primer costs an arm and a leg, but I love this. I'm especially loving this right now just because it is very, very cold right now, as you can tell by my getup. It's very cold in New York and I need some hydration right now, even though I'm an oily monster. So this one is just, it's white and it just blends away into your skin and it literally leaves your skin so smooth. Like my hand right now, it's so smooth. And I love it. It prolongs the wear of my makeup, which is the #1 thing that I look for in a primer. Prolong the wear of my makeup and to just keep the oils away because, like I said, oily beast. And I just love it. I think it's amazing. Like I said, it's a lot of dollars, but I love it. So that's the first one, Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. The #2 love of my life at the moment is by Becca, and this is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. It's a long name. But this primer is, it's heaven sent. It's heaven sent. I love it. I love it so much. It's probably my favorite primer ever, but I can't wear it right now, and the reason for that is because once you put it on your face, it kind of does like a sucking kind of feeling. If you put it on your face, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it's a little bit too drying for me right now. It does make your skin a little bit dry, but since, like I said, I'm an oily beast, it works for me, but just not right now because right now my skin is a little bit dry. So I'm sad I can't use this right now, but I definitely love it and I would definitely recommend this to everybody. So that is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. So now we're moving on to what goes over primer, which is foundation. Now I have a lot of foundations that I have really fallen really hard in love with in 2014, but there's only 3, even though it's kind of a lot. There's only 3 that really made the cut for me. So the first one is probably my favorite foundation in the world, and this is the Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and this is the MAC pump that I put on top of it, and this one is in the color Toasty Toffee or 4W2. I don't know, but that's what color it's in, and it matches me so perfectly. The reason that I really love this foundation is because it is so long wearing, and I work a lot, so I need something so long wearing, something that's gonna stay on my face and just stay there. Just stay there. Don't move. Don't go anywhere. Stay there. And this really does that for me. The color match is like, it's like so perfect. It's ridiculous. It's like it was made for me. And I just love the way that it feels on the skin. I feel like it's a matte finish, but not matte to the point where you're like a chalkboard. I know you know what I'm talking about. I know. So I really love this foundation, and I definitely would recommend this to probably anybody, but most likely people with very oily skin like myself. My #2 foundation is on the complete other side of the spectrum, and this is the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. Mine is in the color Syracuse, and again, very perfect match for me. Now, for reference, I'm an NC44 in MAC, by the way. Now, I love this foundation so much. I love the finish that it gives my face. It's like a very healthy finish. It's not like oil slick where there's things dripping off my face, because although I am oily, I don't necessarily like to be super matte. I still want some kind of a youthful, happy glow to my face. I really love this for that, and I do find that even though it's a luminous foundation, it's long wearing. I don't think I would necessarily recommend it for oily skin people like myself, but I make it work. You can pretty much make any foundation work for yourself, just depending on how you set it and what you prime with and all those things. And like I said, even though I'm oily skin, this works really, really well with my skin, and especially in these winter dry months right now, this is my boo thing. For a drugstore foundation, there is just one that I am probably going to repurchase for the rest of my life, no matter how many high-end foundations I may or may not try. The Revlon Colorstay Whip Foundation is just incredible. I'm not wearing it these couple months just because the Nars Sheer Glow has really been giving me the hydration that I need, but I love this. And this one is a little bit light for me as well. This one is in 370 Natural Tan, so it's a little bit light. But I love this foundation. This foundation probably lasts me the longest out of every single foundation I've ever tried. I think this one lasts the longest, the best, and it literally, oil does not come out of my face whatsoever when I'm wearing this. When I'm gonna work one of those like 11-hour shifts, I'm just like, I know this is what I have to put on my face, because it's just, it stays so well. So if you have oily skin, I 100% would recommend that you go pick this up. So this is my favorite drugstore foundation on the face of the planet, Revlon Colorstay Whip Foundation. So moving on to concealers. I only have two concealers that really have just blown me away this year. So the first one is the My Prolongwear Concealer, as you would imagine. I just don't know what is going on in here, but it's awesome. It's magic. Everyone needs this. It's perfect. I love it so much. It's so full coverage. You really only need half a pump, but you always get a full pump out of this pump because it just distributes it like that. That's just what happens. I love this so much. Recommend to absolutely every single person ever. No matter what your skin type is, this is going to be for you. I'm not going to say it doesn't crease because everything creases on me, but just set it and you'll be fine. So, MAC Prolongwear Concealer. And mine is in the color NC30, by the way. I'm an NC44, but I highlight with NC30. Now for my other concealer, if you guys can't tell, I like full coverage. So this is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, and mine is in the color 7. I think it's called Sand. I think it's Sand. Pretty sure it's Sand. And oh my god, I love this concealer. I think I might love it more than the Prolongwear just because it is really full coverage. It's like foolproof. It's amazing. It covers everything that I need to cover. So for concealers, I definitely recommend the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. Not necessarily in this color, of course, whatever color you choose, but mine is color 7. Probably my favorite product in this entire video is gonna be the next product I'm gonna talk about. I live for this product. And if you're familiar with my channel, you know I live for this product. This is the Nye Banana Powder. Yes, this is my huge jug because I can't go without it. I can't. I probably will never go through this. But I mean, you know, I've been through a good amount. Like, look at that. That's a good amount, I would say. I love this powder. Nothing else works for me the way this powder works for me. It's just one of the, like, I can't even fathom. Like, how could you create such an amazing powder? I don't understand it. It highlights my under eyes at the same time. It sets my concealer because, like I said, my concealer will always crease. If I don't set it, it's gonna crease. If I set it with anything other than this, it's gonna crease. So I just love this powder. I love the color of it. It goes really well with my skin tone. I feel like if you're too fair, it might look a little crazy. But if you're like my skin tone or a little bit deeper, it's gonna look so good. You can't really overuse it because it'll start to look, what's the word I'm looking for? Like wrinkly under your eyes. But if you don't overuse it and you use just the right amount, it is going to be so perfect. I only use this underneath my eyes, in the center of my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my chin as well. Because, like I said, it is for highlighting purposes, and this controls oil like no powder I've ever seen before. Like no powder. no powder. Like if this was in clear, which I'm pretty sure they do have a clear one, I might have to go pick that up because I love this powder. I can't go without it. This is an 8 ounce, I believe. Let's see. Yes, this is an 8 ounce jug. Normal people will probably buy the smaller one, but I'm excessive and I just love this powder so much, and I recommend this to, again, anybody who has strong yellow in their skin tones and they're around my skin tone. It'll work good for you, I promise. So Nye Banana Powder, probably my most holy grail product of life. Another powder that I really love just to set my entire face is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I don't really set my face every single day, and I haven't really been setting it these last, you know, couple months because my skin has been a little bit more dry. But when I do set it, it's with this. I've tried a lot of different powders and just nothing really keeps me matte the way I want to be matte like this does. I love this, and the best part about it is it's like $5 at the drugstore. You literally cannot beat it. And this is the only thing I've ever hit pan on in my entire life. So I'm proud. So this is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder. Mine is in Transparent 001. Brows. I've been trying to get my brows right for ever. When it comes to brows, nobody does it like Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't care what you have to say about it. Anastasia Beverly Hills kills the brow game. Kills it. Like everybody else is just dropped out of the competition because Anastasia Beverly Hills is on punto. I was using the Dipbrow pomade only by itself for quite some time in 2014. And mine is in the color Ebony. I also have the color Auburn, which looked really bad on me, so Ebony. And I really liked the way it looked, but it wasn't until I started using the Brow Wiz along with that I was just really wowed. My brows were looking just the way that I pictured them to look in my head. And I love it. The Brow Wiz and the Dipbrow pomade are both in Ebony because I used to have black hair. It's faded out now, but it was black and it was the color that was working the best for me, and I think it still works even though my hair is not completely jet black. And of course, you know I need this clear brow gel in my eyebrows. This clear brow gel is just my whole life. I've tried tinted brow gels. I don't really like them, I'm going to be honest. I don't really like them. I like the clear ones. So this clear brow gel, this Brow Wiz, this Dipbrow pomade together just make my eyebrows so happy, and they just made my whole 2014 eyebrows just... Now for contouring, I was going to mention the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour powders. I really was, but there's just, I just like these powders just a little bit more. I'm sorry. These are the MAC Sculpting powders. Well, the top ones are the shaping powders, but I'm not going to mention those because they're not my favorite. And the bottom ones are the sculpting powders. I just love these so much. I think they give my face that perfect sculpted definition that it so desperately needs because it is a big round circle. My favorite colors out of the bunch are definitely the first three. This one I don't really use much because it's very red toned. But this one is called Shadowy. This is what I deepen up the contours with just because it is very dark, but it does have a very gray undertone, so it really does look like your actual cheekbones are just popping out. And this one is Shadester, which is usually what I tend to contour with. It's like the perfect shade for my face, so it just goes well. It just goes really well. And then this one right here is Sculpt, which is a little bit lighter, but it still has a little bit of that ashy undertone to it, so I use that to contour my nose the majority of the time. I really love these powders. I do. They're so blendable. They're just really nice. You can find these at MAC Pro stores, or you can find them on MACcosmetics.com online. Now for bronzer, just like straight up bronzer, I usually don't really go with bronzers because, I mean, I don't really need to bronze much. That I feel, at least. I'm not really into bronzing. But there's a bronzer that I like to contour with. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the old packaging. It's like now packaged in much cuter and prettier packaging. I just can't stop smelling this thing. It smells so good. So anyways, this bronzer is, they also have the milk chocolate version, which is a little bit lighter, but this is the darker version because I'm the darker version. And it's what I have on my cheeks today. It sculpts my cheeks perfectly. Even though it is a bronzer, it does also have an ashy undertone to it. and it just sculpts my cheeks. Let me see if you can even see that. I can see it. It just sculpts my cheeks so perfectly, and I need some sculpted cheeks, so I love this thing. I really do, and I really love how it smells. For blush, I don't have many blushes to talk about, which is kind of weird because I went on like a blush spree. Like all I wanted to do was buy blush. I'm still kind of on it. I still really want to buy blushes, but there's only a few blushes that really just are like my holy grail right now. Holy grail. First, I'm going to talk about that guy you guys are all tired of hearing me talk about. This is my NYX blush in Mocha. I'm sorry. I couldn't stay away. I love this blush. I love this blush so much. It just gives my cheeks what it needs. They look flushed. They look healthy. They look amazing. It's like a plummy pink color, and it just goes so well with every single makeup look ever, and I just love it. I've been restraining myself, so I have not been using it, but it's hard. Every time I see it in my drawer, I'm just like, ooh, girl. The next blushes I want to talk to you guys about are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blushes, or Ambient Blushes. Maybe there's no lighting in there. And I actually have the palette here. I don't have them individually, but I want some so bad. I'm gonna get some. So the ones that I have in here are just amazing to me, except I don't like this middle one, Incandescent Electro, which is actually exclusive to this palette, so you guys don't even have to worry about it if you don't buy the palette. This one, Mood Exposure, is everything to me. It goes with everything, and it's just so beautiful. It's like a very neutral plum color, and even though it's like it doesn't look like much in the pan, it is the formula of these are just they're so good. So good, so blendable, and they really make you look dewy and glowy, but not overdone. It's like a very subtle, just, it's beautiful. I really love the formula on these blushes. Last blush I have to talk to you guys about are the Becca Mineral Blushes. The Becca Mineral Blushes have just blown my mind. I think I have almost every one. I think I'm missing one or two of the colors. The ones that I have here are Wild Honey and, what is this? Damselfly. So this is Wild Honey, this is Damselfly. First of all, I live for these like peachy colors. I live for them. And I just really love the formula on these. Again, they're very pigmented, but they're not overly pigmented like Wet n Wild blushes where you look like, they look so good. I just, oof, blew me away. The other thing is they're kind of itty bitty. Like beep. For the amount that you pay, it's like, it's kind of little, but it's worth it. I promise. It's worth it. I mean, maybe not to buy every single one, but it's worth it. Highlighters. I love me some highlighted cheeks. All year round, I just love it. I do. I love it. So we're going to talk about 4 highlighters today, and one of them is limited edition, and I'm sorry, but I will be lying to you if I didn't mention this. So I'm just going to start off with that one so you guys can hate me for the rest of the video. So this one is Estée Lauder's Heat Wave Highlighter. Let me just take this little thing out. And oh my god. If you guys can find this for anything like what I paid for it or less, then please, for the love of God, purchase it. You will thank me. You will thank everybody who has been talking about it on social media. It is just to die for. I am not even kidding when I say this is probably my favorite highlighter on the face of the planet, and I wish so hard that it was not limited edition. It's right here. Because I just love it so effing much. I'm sorry. I do. It's definitely on the gold side, and I think on deeper skin tones or like medium skin tones it will look phenomenal, but I think light skin tones can even pull it off because it is so amazing. I love it so hard. So that is the Estée Lauder Heat Wave highlighter. Another gold highlighter is by Artist Couture, and let me just say, I love Artist Couture's highlights. Oh my god, I'm wearing one on my cheeks today. It's not the one I'm going to talk about. The one I'm wearing on my cheeks is Double Take, which is a little bit more pink. The one that I'm going to talk about is Gold Digger, which is like a white gold shade. And it's for sure my favorite of all of the Artist Couture highlighters because it's so beautiful. I think every single skin tone can wear it. This is what it looks like, by the way. I think every single skin tone can wear this with ease and be happy. It's so beautiful. You can definitely see it's not subtle. Okay, it's real. It's right here. It's a little bit more, like I said, white gold than the Heat Wave, but it's just so amazing on the cheekbones. Oh my god! I just love it. Girl, I just dropped it. Next, we're going to talk about the Dose of Colors Baked Highlighter in Pearl Dust. I do have a review on all the Dose of Colors Baked Highlighters as well as all the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder, so I'll link both of those down below. But I just really quickly want to say that I have no fingers left to swatch. I just love this. I just love this so much. This one is not gold. This one is pink, but I can't even explain the type of glow that it gives to your cheeks. It's just like, it does not look like you're wearing like a shimmery highlighter. It looks like it's just beautiful. Girl, it's just beautiful. I'm not going to go into too much depth, but it's beautiful. And the last one I'm going to talk about is Becca's Opal, because who is not talking about Becca's Opal? That's the real question. And let me just say, this highlighter is very much everything. And I love it, and I do not think it is a dupe for Whisper of Guilt or for Heat Wave. By any means, I think it definitely has a little bit more pink in it. So this is Opal, and then this is Heat Wave. They look similar, but they're not dupes for each other, I don't think. But it's just so beautiful. I mean, when you put this on your cheeks, that is a highlight. I'm telling you, that is gonna be like, boom, real. For eyeshadow primer, there is only one that is just, wow. I love it so much. So much. I want to use it every single day, and I am using it today. And this is the Lime Crime Eyeshadow Brightener. The fact that this is a white primer just makes my life worth living. Dramatic? I love it. I love it so much. It makes all my eyeshadows really stand out, and it does not crease throughout the day. I've been wearing this since, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it is 8 o'clock at night, and no creasing, no fading. My yellow eyeshadow, which usually gets dull after like 4 seconds, is like all in your face, and I just love it, and I just don't want to picture life without it. So this is the Lime Crime Eyeshadow Brightener. There's a couple of eyeshadow palettes that have really just blown my mind, and I love eyeshadow palettes. First of all, I love eyeshadow. I love putting on eyeshadow. I love thinking of different color combinations, but these palettes just make my life so much easier, to be honest. So the first one we're going to talk about is probably my first real eyeshadow palette love, and this is the Urban Decay Electric palette. Electric palette? I think I said that weird. So it's the Urban Decay Electric palette, and these colors may not scream your name, but they scream my name. I used this palette pretty much every single day for like I don't know, from the day it came out to like 3 months ago. Like, I was obsessed with this palette, and I love this palette. I'm so happy that Urban Decay came out with this, because I kind of hate the naked palettes, and just the whole idea of having all these colorful shadows all together is just, it's just amazing, especially for people like me who are all about them colorful eyeshadows. Now the only thing is, Urban Decay does call it a pressed pigment or a pigment palette, because some of these colors are not like what's the word, safe for eyes. But I mean, I use them all in my eyes, and I don't have no problem. I'm not like blind or anything, so I'm just saying, if you do it, I didn't tell you to do it, but I do it. The next palette is probably the saddest in my opinion, because it's not a permanent palette. It is limited edition, and they need to bring it back. This is the Lorac Mega Pro palette. Oh my god, I cannot even explain this to you guys. Like, if you don't have this, have this. If you can find this for like around how much it costs, I paid $59 for this, I believe. So if you can find it for around that same price, I would definitely recommend picking this up, because the colors in here are just perfect. It's very neutral. Like, if you look at like this right here, it's like a very neutral palette, and people who are like me and really love color, they're gonna be like, eh. but they do spice it up with some color in here, and you can definitely achieve like a more bright and fun look just using some of these eyeshadows. And I have, and I love it, and especially the fact that Lorac eyeshadows are so buttery and blendable. Yes, there was fallout, but I mean, get over it. Now for a recent palette love, this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and this is the Lime Crime Venus palette. If you like warm eyeshadows, please, for heaven's sake, pick this up. I love this palette. The eyeshadows in here are so pigmented and so easily blendable. I just really adore this palette. I'm using the color Aura, Creation, Muse, and Icon, and Divine all on my eyes today, along with some Sugar Pill eyeshadows. Everything's going to be listed down below. But I just really love this palette. I think this is a must-have. If you like warm eyeshadows, please do this. Please. For my last eyeshadows, I know you guys are like, more? But yeah, more. So for my last eyeshadows, these are some of my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. These are very easily my favorite eyeshadows on the face of the planet. I love them in ways I can't explain to you guys. I do have an entire video dedicated to all these eyeshadows. I swatched 66 of the 86 available colors, and I will leave that down below for you guys if you want to check it out. But just know that I'm so in love with these. I fight myself every day not to use them because I have so many eyeshadows. For eyeliner, I just have two quick ones to mention. This is the NYC liquid liner. This just makes my wing liner basically so simple, so easy, so quick. Like, let's go. I love this. Point blank. That's all I got to say about it. It's amazing. It's a liquid liner, and it's $3 at the drugstore, and it's perfect. That's it. For my waterline, I really love this eye pencil, and I just really love it. Like, I just find myself always grabbing it. This is the Feline Cold Power Eye Pencil by MAC, and it's just a black shade, and I just love it. I have so many black eyeliners like for the waterline, but I always find myself reaching towards this. And same for the NYC liquid liner. I have so many gel eyeliners, but I always find myself reaching towards that. It's the blackest, dries matte, and this one stays on my waterline and smudges out exactly how I want it to. So really quickly, just wanted to shout those homies out. I do not have a favorite mascara because I have like 5 eyelashes, so we're just gonna move just right on. We're not even gonna, just right on. But for lashes, I do have some favorites. The first one I want to talk about are the Cocoa lashes in Soho. This is the only pair of Cocoa lashes that I have tried so far, and I love these. I love these so much. These are like my perfect eyelash, and the reason for that is because they're so long, but they curve up. So that's what I've always like wondered, like why some companies like they're like straight, like the eyelashes are just like meh. Or like me. And I'm just like, no, I need them to be like shh, like shh. And these are like shh. They are curved, they are perfect, they are extremely dramatic, which makes them perfect for me. If you don't like dramatic lashes, you will hate these. Just saying. And the most perfect thing about these is the band, because it's barely there. I really hate thick lash bands. Really, I do. So these are perfect. Also, House of Lashes. Pretty much anything from House of Lashes I love. Right now I'm wearing the style Iconic. This one is Starlet and this one is Nor Fairy. I just love House of Lashes. It's definitely one of my favorite lash companies, and they are synthetic lashes. I never thought I would like synthetic lashes as much as I do, but I do. I like them a lot. So let's talk about some lip pencils, shall we? I literally just brought my whole thing over here because if you guys don't know, this is not my bedroom, by the way. So every time I like film in here like a tutorial, I have to bring all my stuff with me or whatever it is that I'm talking about with me, and it's a pain in the booty. But it's okay, I do it for you guys, I love you. So these are my lip pencils. My favorite lip pencils for, I'm not going to talk about a specific color, I'm going to talk about a specific formula. My favorite formula, I have 2. My first favorite formula is the MAC Prolongwear lip pencils. These lip pencils are so smooth. They go on your lips so smooth. They do not dry out your lips. They stay on there forever and a half, and they're really good. They're really good. They're good stuff. I like the regular MAC lip pencils, but these trump those. Also, ColourPop lippy pencils. These are the butteriest lip pencils ever. And finding a buttery lip pencil is hard. It's not easy. So the fact that these are so buttery and only $5, like, we're winning. We're winning with this. I love these lip pencils. I want like every single color because I just need them in my life. That's it. The first lipsticks I want to talk about are God's gift to this earth. These are the Nars Audacious lipsticks, as I'm sure you know just by me holding these right here. These are expensive. They're so expensive, but I just, oof, I love them so much. I have, I think, 9 of the colors. 9? I think it's 9. I think I have 9 of the colors, and I have 3 right here. The colors I have here are Lana, Raquel, and Greta. I love these lipsticks because I don't think that they're matte, which is weird because I really just love matte lipsticks. I don't think that these are matte, but I just love them because they're so comfortable on the lips. They're so long wearing, and they are just opaquer. Yes, I just made that up. Then you can even imagine. It's just, they're phenomenal, and I just love, and this packaging, come on. Come on. Apparently I haven't used this one yet. Just come on. And it's just, it says Nars right here. It does a little clicky action, like, come on. Come on. I love these. Even though they're $32 each, I love these. In general, I just really love all liquid lipsticks. They are just, they're my favorite, my absolute favorite. When I go to do my makeup in the morning, I look through that drawer before anything else because I'm just like, I just love my liquid lipsticks. They last forever. Forever. They're so matte, they're so opaque, they're my favorite. So the ones that I have here are 3 Witches by Pretty Zombie Cosmetics. This is Kat Von D's Vampiro, which is what I'm wearing right now. This is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in I'm Royalty. This is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in 02, and then this is the Lime Crime Velveteen in Utopia. Just random ones I just picked up from the drawer because I just love them so much. I love them all. I can't pick one. From this entire video, my least favorite products is what we're about to talk about. So lip gloss. #1 favorite lip gloss type product. Dior, what is this called? Dior Addict Fluid Sticks. These are so good. You guys don't even understand like how good these really are. This color that I have is Whisper Beige. I have another color, but I don't really know which one that is. But look at how opaque this is. Come on. It's so opaque. It literally feels like water, which I tend to like a stickier gloss. But I just really like this because it doesn't transfer. It doesn't get all over my face, which is what I really hate about lip glosses. And it just stays where I want it to be. And it's expensive. It's $35, but it's okay. I love it. So this is the Dior Addict Fluid Stick in Whisper Beige. And then for a completely opposite type of lip gloss that I actually really like, I like MAC lip glasses. I know, it's like, what? Most people don't like MAC lip glasses, and I love them. They are so sticky. Let me tell you right now, if you don't like sticky lip glosses, you'll hate them. But I like sticky lip glosses, and I love them. I love them. I do. I do. The 2 colors I have here are Ravishing and Posh It Up, which I think is a plush glass. So this is a regular lip glass, this is a plush glass. But I'm just saying, I love MAC lip glasses. Even though they're sticky and they literally make your lips like globby and like blah blah. They stay where I want them to be. They don't end up on my chin. They don't end up in my eyebrow. They're where they need to be. So I love those. I'm not going to talk about brushes because I have a whole entire video about brushes, and I'll leave that down below as well. And anything that I might have mentioned that I have a video on will be left down below for sure. And because this video is long enough. Very long. Very long. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you found it helpful or that you enjoyed it, or both. And I hope that you subscribe, like this video if you like this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My name is @KatieDanger_. It's going to be here. It's going to be down there as well. Don't forget to check the info box for anything you might have a question on. I promise you, it is down there. So just check down there really quickly. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!